Hey guys, it's CS Joseph, and yeah, I screwed up. Um, I'm sure many of you guys saw the stream that I had last night reviewing the INFJ Facebook group, and I had a few people reach out to me in private respectfully and express to me that they maintained that I disrespected some people in the group and they did not appreciate it. And I actually have to admit that that is true. I agree with them. I did disrespect some people unfairly, and I really shouldn't have. So I would like to actually take this time to apologize directly to Suvajit Ghosh for how I treated him last night. I was arrogant and conceited, and quite frankly, I regret what happened. So I would just like to extend my apologies to him directly, and at least one or two other people who would prefer to go unnamed with how I handled the live stream. They've also since submitted tons of feedback to me, and I appreciated that feedback. And guys, like, I'm not perfect. Like, yeah, I'm really good at what I do, but I'm not like, perfect about it. But at the same time, the whole creating entertainment at other people's expense, I mean, it could be fine if there's like a justification for it, etc. But some of my feedback about the group last night was technically uncalled for. And based on that, I need to take responsibility for my actions because that's what men do. We take responsibility for our actions, and that's what I'm doing publicly in front of the entire community. So folks pretty, understand that. So anyway, but yeah, it is what it is. So, but anywho, with that being said, I'll be doing the Facebook reviews basically in the same manner I have been doing it, but with a little bit more respect to the privacy of some of the people in the groups. And that was probably one of the main concerns. Although, don't worry, I'm sure my TE critic will still come out along with my extroverted sensing demon, and I'm sure someone's going to get roasted as per usual. But at the same time, I need to be going out of my way to respect other people's privacy and make sure that I know what I'm doing instead of just like, I don't know, being a total asshat on the internet, because that's, a few times last night I went a little bit too far. So there you have it, folks. That's my official apology to the INFJ MBTI Facebook group for the places and the points within the live stream last night that I did actually go too far. That being said, I hope to not go too far moving forward, but let's see how that goes. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, TE critic going wild. So yeah. And yeah, exactly, Kevin. Private group, which means like, people I could share the screen and read off things, but like talking about people's names and whatnot, I mean, that's not ethical. It's just not. And every child or ISFJ subconscious is like aware of the lack of ethics there. So yeah, I mean, I'm not perfect. Just like when I mistype somebody, I'll verify it and I'll talk about it and I'll admit it. It happens, so I just have to do the right thing and take responsibility for my actions, and that's what I'm doing. So thank you all for your patience with me, and thank you all for the feedback as a result of last night's stream. Overall, the stream was pretty positive, which is cool. Okay, that's pretty cool. But at the same time, I mean, there's some social boundaries that I should respect because I would at least hope people respect me in that case. But this is kind of an example from like an SI inferior standpoint as an ENTP. Oh wait, CS Joseph doing the as an ENTP. But the point is that oh kitty, yes, you're so soft. Oh kitty, are you purring lots? Yes, little INFP kitty. Yes. Oh, come up here, kitty. Yes, you are definitely a love. She's a love. Keeps my blood pressure down. You know what I'm saying? But the point is that as an SI inferior, I'm so used to being ridiculed, and I've been ridiculed my entire life, given like how different I am as an ENTP, that I've taken it out on other people, and it's like, you know, because ENTPs have this problem where we like give ourselves license to ridicule other people, even sometimes people that we care about, and we lash out. And, you know, even ESTPs can do this as well, but it's mostly because ESTPs are afraid of no one actually caring about their feelings, whereas from the ENTP point of view, it's actually bitterness that causes that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But anyway, so like I said, so like really it's just you know, potential privacy violations and simultaneously what happened to Subaji. Those are really the only issues. Everything else seemed to be fine with the stream as near as we can tell, but so yeah, we're going to be doing the Facebook reviews a little bit differently, but we're also going to be reviewing other places. So yeah, if anyone felt like I handled that incorrectly, I apologize, and I'll be roasting in style in the near future. So, and then we'll just kind of like go down from there. Yes, I type my own cat, Murillo. Like, what's wrong with that? Like, seriously, you know, this is like literally, you know, yes, oh, you're so soft. Yes, are you closing your eyes because you're so comfy? Yes, so comfy. Like, this cat is amazing. Like, she'll just, like, randomly, like, I come home and she's just like, oh, pet me, love me, want me, please touch me. You know, and she just follows me around. And then, like, if I sit at my desk, she has to, like, jump on my lap, and she gets upset if I don't let her. But then sometimes I'm moving around too much, she just gets uncomfortable. So then she just, like, sleeps at my feet. It's hilarious. And she always wants to be in my bedroom all the time. And Railgun's like, yeah, no, that's not going to work. And I'm like, okay, sure, fair enough. So it's all interesting. So, yeah. But, yeah. Apparently, Amanda Lynn Gleason wants everyone to know that her cat is an ISTP. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, Leanne Litzenberger, honestly, like, if it's not out right now, it will be out soon. The final episode of season 22, which is the INFP episode, like, I don't know, I kind of went for the jugular on that one a little bit, but then I also build them up pretty hard at the end, too. So if they have the patience to get through the lecture, it's actually pretty good. So, yeah. Kitty! Yeah, she's, this is, like, literally, like, the best cat, like, I've ever had in my life, you know? She's just, like, I don't know. She's just cool, you know? She just likes it. Yeah? What's up with that, huh? Yes. Oh, you're so soft. You're so soft. I can't believe how soft she is, you know? You can, like, I don't know if I could get, like, the camera and, like, zoom in on her and whatnot, but, like, her little hairs are kind of, like, little separated, you know? That's how you know it's, like, extra soft on a cat, you know what I'm saying? And, like, oh, it already came out. Thanks, John Smith. Thanks. But yeah, tonight is not really so much about, like, INFPs per se. It's more of, like, the MBTI Intuitives group. So at least I hope I still have access to that. But we're going to be conducting the stream with absolute savagery, of course, but responsible savagery. So, awesome. When am I going to have another Typing Famous People session? I do it once a month. I do it once a month because they're extremely mentally taxing. That's why. His team probably uploads them while you waffle. I mean, I am a waffle. I do waffle sometimes. Although, instead of maple syrup, I prefer huckleberry jam on my waffles. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's good times. That's definitely good times. Kitty! Okay, yeah, you're starting to sweat. Yeah, I'm going to put you down here on my lap. Yeah, are you purring so loud that everyone can hear you, you know? Gosh, I just, like, lost 10 pounds, too. Like, I been doing some keto, doing a lot of fasting. The fasting's been great. My health is, like, getting better and better, actually. It's been great, so awesome. Chase, when you say some types are brilliant, what do you mean by brilliant? I mean brilliant, like it's super intelligent. INPs are, in my opinion, the most intelligent of all the types, for sure. It's just that the INFP's capacity to wield philosophy, because technically philosophy pre-exists science, and extroverted thinking pre-exists introverted thinking, technically speaking, because extroverted thinking represents the input. It's actually the first place that genius takes place. This is why I maintain INFPs are technically more brilliant than an INTP, because to be able to have access to in order for TI Hero to like work and not be ignorant, you still have to have TE. And the extroverted thinking aspirational from an INFP, this is why I maintain that they're technically more brilliant than an INTP, provided they actually allow themselves, they're doing like, the research, etc. So yeah. When's the typing your dog cat tutorial coming out? It's yeah, I know, John. Like, that was crazy. I was at like someone else's house when I was doing that, and like I went into like the man of the house's bedroom, and he had to wait until the stream was done. It was super late, and he was very cranky at me, and I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. Thank you for letting me do that. So it was. The thing is, though, Leanne, like, I mean, even creativity from an INFP standpoint, it can be really brilliant. Like, there's this girl named Frinky, Frinky, out of Indonesia. She's a fantastic artist, an INFP artist, and her work is absolutely brilliant. Mind you, she hates my guts, but other than the fact that she hates my guts, I actually like her, and I like her work. It's fantastic. But, that's typical, the ENTP way, liking people that hate us. You know what I'm saying? But, so, we'll get that handled. What's mind-blowing for you, Key Lime Pie? What is mind-blowing? I don't know. Like, actually don't know. All right, hold on. Taj Marie, you should check out Dr. Berg's channel. I watch Dr. Berg like every day. 3-day fasting in addition to intermittent fasting. I've done 3 to 5 day fasting, and it's actually helped out tremendously. I just have to be a little bit careful because I have electrolyte issues, but I'm getting it handled. This is a black elderberry concoction that Railgun came up with, and it is excellent. I love black elderberry. It's so good. Who's the least brilliant type? Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that, so. INTJs are really brilliant. Although someone that I had typed recently as an INTJ, I'm not really sure if he is an INTJ because I keep watching interviews with him, and I just really, I'm not sure about that. Okay, oh yeah. Also, someone just contacted me just now about the INFJ Facebook group that I reviewed last night, and he told me that one of their biggest problems is that they have some fake Chinese accounts raiding the group, promoting things that are not actually related to MBTI or INFJ or anything, and they're really mucking up that entire ecosystem within the INFJ group. And so, I mean, my response to that is, I mean, like, hopefully they, like, get some, moderators to take action on those things, but I'm not entirely sure. So, what's pretty subjective? I mean, yeah, again, it's subjective, but opinions are subjective. I mean, what do you want me to do? Okay, I'm stating an opinion here, okay? Yes, it is my opinion that an INFP is potentially the most brilliant of all the types, okay? Like, that's just my opinion, okay? And I've heavily benefited from brilliant INFPs. I'm not saying that's 100% set in stone, but I maintain this. This is definitely an opinion that I maintain. So, I don't know if that's an excuse or real, but I think, I mean, this is what this person claims, and honestly, I do trust his opinion, so I'm not going to be, like, really bad about that either. So, yeah. All right. Cool. Let's hope that my Facebook actually loads so that, like, I'm not embarrassing myself, by, like, not being able to produce proper content this evening, because it's having a hard time loading for some reason. So, Didn't know Chase is on the rampage, breaking the internet. Well, I mean that's what I do. You ever see that movie, Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet? I mean, I guess I might be Wreck-It Ralph. I guess the hood version of him for some reason. I guess I did. I didn't realize I did. Somebody else did. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, Lazarus is correct. Every type is amazing in some way. Like, you could give me any type and I could tell you, like, all the really good stuff about it. Like, any one of them. Like, there's good and bad for all of them. Although, I did have a really hardcore sexual roast for INFPs today. That was a little interesting. So, the type you've studied the least, the most. Okay, the type I've studied the most is absolutely INFJ. The type I've studied the least is ESFJ, for sure. Definitely, for sure. And honestly, it's because INFJs are my most favorite type, and I mean INTJs are pretty awesome too, but I've had really special connections with INFJs in my time. I wish I could have more special connections with INTJs and my golden pair, but for some reason, I either really, really trigger them or they really, really trigger me. And for some reason, pride gets in the way somehow, like FI child God complex, for example, and then I just lack the ability to tolerate, close INTJ relationships. And I don't know, I want to have that opportunity, but it just keeps, I end up struggling. So I got like one INTJ that I'm super close friends with, and he's cool and he's great and he's absolutely fantastic. But at the same time, I'm just kind of like, not really sure. Wow, is this page like ever gonna load? Oh, it might load. Come on, load. Please load. Like, I don't know why, but like Facebook is like deciding to crap the bed right now, and I'm just not down for that. The second Wreck-It Ralph was lame. Okay, well, I never watched how that goes. That's csjoseph.life. Okay, csjoseph.life, and then you go to CS Verify on the front page, and you'll get what you're looking for, Sylvana. So, yeah, the different level of maturity is a really big deal, and honestly, like, with the INTJs that like I dated in 2019, I didn't exactly handle it the best way in either situation, or in any of the situations. Gosh, how many INTJs did I date in 2019? 3 of them, and all 3 of them, 2 of them were just absolutely really bad idea. Like, I swore off long distance relationships, and I'm like, I'm never doing them again. Then I had a short distance relationship, which also blew up in my face. And as much as I can hold them accountable for their things, I came to realize, after reading a book written by an INTJ recently, and understanding the various principles as put forth by TE Parent FI Child, that I need to actually hold myself to a higher standard. And, that's just kind of how it is. Did you know Dave's Superpowers typed Aubrey Plaza as an INFP? I mean, she looks like an INFP, but she's not. Maybe that's why people like them. I don't know. Wow, guys, apparently, like, I can't even... I don't know. Is Facebook just, like, terrible today? I have no... Oh, awesome. We, like, actually have posts and something loaded. Thank God. Maybe we can actually have a show now. Alright. How can you get an INTJ to start self-developing but is resistant? You put people around them that they respect, and that if they end up failing, those people lose respect for them. That's very motivating for them. Not all INTJs are narcissistic. That's not true. They can be narcissistic if you overlook their accomplishments and their performance when they're performing for you, and then just to take care of their own ego, they have to be narcissistic. You know what I'm saying? To like protect themselves. It's like an insecurity thing, and if you're not providing security so that their insecurity is handled, the INTJ is going to cover it up with pride, FI child God complex, and then treat you that way. It's a defense mechanism, but if you are able to meet their needs, then that defense mechanism is not there. And oftentimes INTJs are unfairly judged by people in that regard. So, you know, Facebook took a break. Yeah, I guess they did. Which personality type is the best gamer? Oh, gosh. You know, I don't know. I think INJs are the best gamers. I just don't know if it's... I just don't know if it's an INFJ or an INTJ. I watched my INFJ mentor, like, do one-on-one League of Legends against challengers and absolutely destroy them, playing Caitlyn, for example, in League of Legends, and he completely owned them. He even switched to Jinx and also completely owned them as well. And the skill was just amazing. He's also, in those days, extremely good healer in World of Warcraft. It was excellent. But back when I used to play World of Warcraft, I don't think I'm going to ever play it again, quite frankly. But that was great. But then, like, I know this INTJ friend of mine, and, like, he's amazing. Like, he absolutely dominates. He's a huge Dark Souls fan, and we played Diablo, and, like, he knows every inch of that game. It's so good. I love that very much. Okay. I don't know what that means, Jamaji. I really don't know what that means. I don't know who Shroud is, but I'm willing to look at that, Hunter. Okay, the cat just, like, literally fell off my lap right now. The best League of Legends players are ISTJs? No way. No way. I don't believe that, but maybe that's right. Maybe that's what we need to do. Someone get me a list of League of Legends players, and then we'll go, like, type them and see what the real gist there is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but awesome, cool. Let's actually, like, get to the show. Let's actually, like, get to the show here. So, yeah, I know. I don't know Shroud. I am literally uncultured swine right now. I know. It's like a thing. In terms of gaming, like, I actually watched, because some ESTJ, like, came up to me recently and was like, yo, here's this guy on Twitch who is a psychiatrist who's making Rekful, one of the greatest gamers of all time, like, turn into, like, some, like, weepy, sad kid online or something like that. And I'm just like, dang, you know. And Rekful, he's an ISTP, right? So seeing that was just unbelievable. And that's, like, the last time I was even on Twitch. Then, of course, that ESTJ told me that I need to go on that show and receive therapy from this guy who gives therapy or whatever. So, you know, yeah. But that's kind of, like, what happened. INFJ man married to ISFJ woman, what could go wrong? A lot could go wrong. I don't recommend that relationship, actually. Although, technically, it's the same compatibility as my marriage. It can work. You just have to communicate your way through it. ISTPs are adorable. Yes, they are. Until they, like, decide to be, like, the other man or the other woman in a sexual relationship and help somebody else cheat on their partner. But otherwise, they're fantastic. So, yeah. Yeah, okay, guys, this is, like, not a Q&A session. So now that we're, like, 24 minutes in the show, let's actually start. Like, come on. This is ridiculous. All right, so let's go over here and see what this Facebook group is all about. So this is the famous MBTI Intuitives Facebook group. ENFP, INFP, ENFJ, like all the N's are represented. And I am not liked here. Of course, I don't think I'm liked in any of the Facebook groups, quite frankly. especially since we have a lot of people who hate my guts showing up consistently within within these groups. I mean, it is what it is. But we got a post here from a new member, and he's like, "What's your zodiac sign, MBTI type, and Hogwarts house?" I'm a Leo, ENTP, Ravenclaw. All right, I am actually going to answer this question. Okay, I am an ENTP, and while I should be in Ravenclaw, I am actually in Slytherin. Also, my zodiac sign is Aquarius. Now, it's funny to me, like, people are always asking me what my sign is. In fact, actually, from last night's stream, there was some random girl on the comments who's like, "I need to know your birthday, the day of the week that you were born, the location. I need to know the address of the place you were born. And, like, I also need to know, like, the actual time, a day that you were born as well. So I could, like, do your birth chart." And I'm like, "Lady, I don't even know you. And why would I even tell you that information? Like, I don't get it. You know what I mean?" So yeah. Slytherin for the win. You know, you can have peace through power, right? Anyway, but so far so good. It's nice. We actually, the first post that we see here is actually MBTI related. So far so good, even though these people hate my guts, but you know, it is what it is. Let's move on. Has anyone noticed that intuitive types, dang, we got 2 posts in a row that are like actually related to content. Has anyone else noticed that intuitive types seem to be especially drawn to conspiracy theories? Curious what types you would say are the most prone to being sold snake oil, buying into conspiracy theories, or other woo, and why? Honestly, I have the answer to that question. Honestly, it is NP types who get into conspiracy theories the absolute most, with the INTP typically being the worst conspiracy theorist offender. See the film A Beautiful Mind for a straight up fictional example. By the way, if you haven't seen like that book or that movie and you're like an INTP, like you should probably like figure that out. That's like your life movie. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Okay. Uh-oh. Someone knows where I live on the stream. That's because it's my wife. So I guess, like, that would make sense. Alright. Can censors join the Facebook group also? Yeah, absolutely can. Like, definitely. But yes, INTP is the conspiracy theory type. Definitely. Snake oil's in reference to ENFPs selling people fake remedies back in the Black Plague days. Wow, what types will be interested in psychology? I'm going to respond. I will now provide the type that is not interested in psychology, and that is the ESFJ. Like, I'm sorry, ESFJs are so turned off by anything MBTI or archetypes or anything. They are so turned off by that. And they're just like, huh? Yeah, I don't care. They just don't even want to, like, have anything to get in on it. So, yeah. So, definitely not going to happen. Okay, so 4chan is full of INTPs. That's actually correct. Antarctica Bear, that is so correct. But I would like to say that there are a lot of INTPs out there that are not Q-tards. Just so you guys know, they are not Q-tards. So yeah, and we had salad tonight. Yeah, a very complicated salad. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm an INFJ, and I can't stand ENFPs. TBH, they treat everything as equal importance. All you have to do, Snack Pup, is just like criticize the ENFP at that moment for that. Just use your TI child and light them on fire like they deserve, and be like, look, are you going to make me a priority over everybody else, or am I going to make you less of a priority? You know, that's basically what you got to do. You got to use your mirror, and that's like one of the situations. Wow, someone's like grilling at the pool. That's interesting. Maybe I should come out there and like live stream from my phone at the pool. You know what I'm saying? That would be cool. Yeah, Q-tards. That's you might want to look that up on Urban Dictionary. Okay, Facebook decided to break again. That's great. How about we just refresh and hope for the best again? Refresh. Apparently Facebook is having a bad day today. All right, awesome. Okay, so when in a relationship, do NTs have an issue with wanting to run away even over the slightest thing? You know, this is actually a really good question. Gosh, this group is doing really good so far. I mean, I know I'm not going to get going anywhere because I'm a pessimistic asshole and I constantly think better leave first, it will hurt less, which is typical of an INTJ. She probably is an INTJ. Leaving this person would literally be the stupidest thing I could ever do in my life, so how do you stop these dumb fears? Can an INTJ ever truly stop negative feelings from dominating their minds? Okay, so she is actually an INTJ. Okay, that's fair enough. So this is a great question. This is pretty cool. All right, look, conspiracy theories are either evidence without a story or story without evidence. There is conspiracy truths out there, and you have to look that up. There's this guy, he does some amazing documentaries. His name is Keith Thompson. I think he's a Calvinist, but has some amazing conspiracy truth-related information and research. He's also an ISTJ, very impressive fellow. Check out some of his work if you guys can. Although good luck searching his documentaries on YouTube. You won't find them on Google. You have to use DuckDuckGo to find them. And it's pretty fantastic, some of what it has. So yes, Facebook does have the flu. But yeah, we are going to answer this person's question right now. All right, so NTs run away. I'm actually going to say it differently. NTPs run away in relationships because they are uncomfortable and /or they're actually I gotta adjust this. Hold on. NTP men run away in relationships because they are uncomfortable and /or they are. It would probably help if I actually spelled "their" correctly. It might, someone might actually understand. I don't know. NTP men run away in relationships because they are uncomfortable, or they are feeling like they are not your priority. NTP men typically have zero self-respect whatsoever, which would cause an INTJ woman to lose all attraction towards them, and she would cause the breakup, or, in capital, or NTP men have all the self-respect in the world, and the INTJ woman in question would probably not be used to being in such a relationship with a man who is super picky about being respected. Here is a truth about relationships in Western society. Men, especially NTP men, are expected to provide unconditional love for their woman. However, the truth is that they expect from their women, and rightfully so, that their woman shows them unconditional, folks, this is it, unconditional respect, okay? Unconditional respect. The problem is that most women in our culture believe that their men must earn their respect, and this is inaccurate. The reason being is because, like, think about it, anyway, I answered this question on a live stream. All right, cool. But let me expound upon this. Like, respect is a really big deal. And NTPs, especially ones who have really high self-respect, who understand life rule number 1, above all else, respect thyself. They understand that, if systematically speaking, because they're both triple systematic, the NTP types, if I'm living in a Western society where I have to give unconditional love to my woman, then it's fair for me to receive unconditional respect to the point where my woman respects me even if I don't deserve it. The problem is, I haven't met an INTJ woman, at least in my life, that's actually capable of doing that and showing that unconditional respect. The reason why is usually because FI child God complex, so the fact that INTJ women seem to be super entitled. And this is actually one of the reasons why I had 3 INTJ breakups last year, because of that amount of entitlement. Now, that's not to say every INTJ woman is this way. But the thing is, though, is that given that we live in this feminist society, women are typically predisposed to not showing unconditional respect to their men while also expecting to receive unconditional love from men. But then because they have that expectation and they expect to receive unconditional love, an NTP man wants to receive recognition and thanks and gratitude in exchange for providing that unconditional love. And the problem is that it's an expectation. And because women expect that, they believe they can be entitled to that unconditional love. And that entitlement creates a culture of, I don't have to show you respect if you don't deserve it. I don't have to show you respect if you're not earning it from me, right? And men who believe that they have to earn their wife or their girlfriend or their long-term relationships respect, especially NTPs, those NTPs are doormats, quite frankly. But the NTP men who don't do that and they expect unconditional respect, and it is a boundary that they reinforce, that they enforce on a constant basis in their relationships. It can be, it could be I just got a text message. Okay. But they do this because it's like, hey, if I'm giving you unconditional love, then you have to give me unconditional respect. Because men don't care about love as much as they care about respect. Because women have this problem that they can love just about any guy on the street, and men essentially know that. That's why men have to be respected primarily more so than love. So that's really where it comes from, guys. So keep that in mind. So awesome. Yeah, what is love, right? Baby, don't hurt me. Yeah, exactly. So it's just kind of a thing that people got to be aware of. But let's move into like the next Let's move into the next thing here, if there's like an actual post. So right now we're 3 for 3 posts in this group. This group is actually like staying on topic, which is nice because that's like not what happened last time. So yeah, Michelle, I would probably agree with you that he's an NTP who thinks he's an NTJ. I had that same problem. Like guys, I never even was able to type my own self. I had to have help. Even I had to have help, which is normal. Everyone really needs to have help in that regard. So, can you explain what is respect? Yes, I can explain what is respect. Let me, I think I have it here on my phone, actually. I think I have the true definition of respect on my phone. Let me find it for you folks here. It comes from a book called Real Marriage by Mark and Grace Driscoll. And, I already have the page. It's on page 119 of Real Marriage. And I quote, "We need to know what a word means before we can start to practice it. To respect is, quote, to notice, to regard, to honor, prefer, defer to, encourage, love, and admire." Notice how love is actually included in the definition of respect. Okay? It's included in the definition of respect. So women need to do a lot more than just love their man. They need to notice their man. They need to regard their man, honor their man, prefer their man, defer to their man, encourage their man, love their man, and admire their man. And this part of the book was written by Grace Driscoll, who is an ISFP woman. And it's kind of interesting that an ISFP is sharing that FI hero principle with other women in an effort to educate them, because this feminist society has destroyed the cultural requirement for women to give unconditional respect to the men that they're in long-term relationships with, which is kind of interesting. So, it's entitlement to expect unconditional respect only if unconditional love is not provided. Then it is entitlement. But that's what women are predisposed to do in this feminist society. That's why it's entitlement on their side and not so much on the men's side, statistically speaking. That's not to say that men could be entitled in expecting unconditional respect, but that's only if they are not providing unconditional love. And if they are not providing unconditional love, then they are being entitled. So yes, thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, Real Marriage is excellent. I also highly recommend Love and Respect by Emerson Eggerichs as well. You guys can find these books at csjoseph.life/reading, and you can check that out. So, but yeah, feminism just destroys men. It also destroys your sons, and people don't even realize how entitled they are. And also think about it this way. If we're going to be talking about the Bible, you can look at it this way. In the book of Genesis, men received 1 curse from God and women received 2. So think about that. That's kind of a little interesting. You think about why that happened. So just keep that in mind. The answer as to why that happened is hypergamy. That's the answer. All right, cool. We have a 4th post that is actually on topic, and this is good. So this guy is asking, women, what do you feel when your INFP man cries in front of you, and please state your type? Oh my gosh. I wonder what people how do people respond to this? I want to know. Hopefully it actually loads. It loaded, thank God. Okay. So this girl says, pained, I feel whatever he feels. When he's happy, I'm happy. When he's down, I'm down. We mirror each other. Not sure if it's necessary struggle, but that's an empath's usual struggle, ENFP. She's not an ENFP. I have to post. Yo, Chantel, you are not an ENFP, or your man is not an INFP. One of you is the NFP, and one of you is the NFJ. I think you are the INFJ. Yeah. Yeah, she's probably going to look at that and be like, what the hell did you just post? Really? Come on. That's, not going to work. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, cool. I don't mind. Everyone has emotions. I prefer not in public, though, says, an INTJ. Oh, I have to respond to this. Why not in public? Is it because he is making you look bad and you are so much more concerned with how you look in front of others instead of the well-being of your man? Hashtag roast. Enter. Come on. All right. Oh, we got another one. INTP. When it is sadness, compassion, and empathy, the way I believe you should react to the partner upset, maybe even rapid brain fix anxiety. What does that mean? When it's happy crying, beautiful crying, sweet crying, I am the worst. I don't mean to be, but I just always take it as sad and try to help. And I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm moving on. Nope. So yeah. Okay. So what's next? Marishka says, I'd cry with him, but I'm an INFP, and I also don't know an INFP man, so yeah. That's a fair point. Okay. And next one says, INFJ male, when he cries, I try to be supportive and feel the need to hide my emotions and be strong for him. Weird, simply a guy friend. I'm an ENTP female. That was actually well said. Well said. And probably the most accurate comment in this thread. Thank you for posting. Awesome. Okay. All right, so this person says, I talked to an INFP for a few weeks. He wrote me a poem. It scared the shit about me. I'm an ENTP. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I mean, NFJs like totally get off on their NFP men writing them poems, but an ENTP would be like, oh, that's like super creepy. Even though like I typically like criticize other people. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. Hello, Heather Wren. How you doing? Jacob, that's funny. Emailed Anthrax. I think Chase makes a better INFJ than most INFJs. Well, that's nice. I mean, FJBZ3. I would call it complementary, not so much equality. I think people's colloquial definition of equality is a problem. It's not to say that they're not equal partners, but they don't have equal roles, and they're more like complementary roles. Is kind of like the way that I would go for it from there. So anyway, yeah, I think this INFP guy needs to understand Jungian analytical psychology, so he stops writing poems to random women. But he's got like a serious case of one-itis, so like what can I say? Okay, so Beth Lee. Okay, I've known maybe one male INFP in my life, and he was a close friend. I was almost obsessed with him just because he was so unique, and yet I could never see us being together, and I know he felt the same about me. Okay, so this is actually very common for INFP men. INFP men, like seriously, if you're like on the dating like spree, you know, like definitely make yourselves mysterious AF. You know what I'm saying? Like go hardcore in the dandy, get some coquetry going with your seductive styles, and really ham up the natural lover as much as you can as an INFP. Because then you get girls like this who are just like, you know, like all up in your business, even though like, oh, I can never see us being together, but like I'm so allured, you know what I mean? That's the kind of attraction that any parent really needs in their life. So yeah, definitely INFPs, go all out on that, and consider this comment as a point of reference. So yeah. Yeah, Hunter, that's kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I don't know why. If I should, Jamaji, that is not. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Yeah. My wife makes a good point. Are you okay for the next 5 days? Why would you even ask me? I haven't known the answer to that for 23 years, man. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that either. Although, the thing is, though, like, because I'm INTJ focused, I have been able to actually access and develop my FI Trickster a little bit to actually have some kind of principles. But I have to adopt other principles first with my extroverted feeling child, experiment with those principles because I'm triple systematic, and create a system of feelings to be able to develop my introverted feeling trickster. It's like so crazy when having to do that. Okay, so let's see here. When someone is crying and you don't know what to do, you want water? Oh, that's such a great meme. That's so good. Okay. And then Meryl Streep saying, details of your incompetence don't interest me. Okay. Yeah, not interested, ENTJ. Well, yeah, of course, the ENTJ is not interested in your man crying because you have extroverted feeling demon, and that's why people call you heartless, even though you're not heartless, but everyone calls you that, and then you end up being afraid that you're a bad person, and then you end up making really bad decisions because of that. Don't listen to what other people think, ENTJs. Honestly, just keep focusing on being a good person, and you'll be fine. Doesn't mean that you have to care about other people's feelings, but the thing is just understand that when you put your value systems over other people, you will get blowback, and it will technically be your fault, not theirs. All right, so we got another one. I'm an ENFP, and my boyfriend is an INFP, and it depends on what's making him emotional, but sometimes makes me tear up as well, and I always try to comfort him as much as I can. We're generally quite good about empathizing with and comforting with another. Okay, no. Your boyfriend is not an INFP. He is an INFJ, and you are like very sympathetic, or maybe you're actually, I don't know. Let's see. Oh yeah, she is definitely, yeah, she's okay. Looking at her photo using visual typing, she's definitely an NFP from the looks of it. So yeah, I'm gonna be like, okay, I gotta do it. I hate to break it to you, but your BF is not an NFP. Please look up NFJs. Hashtag he is mistyped. You might want to verify that. Okay, cool. Just have to, you know, why not? Like, cause like, okay, cool. Hitting enter. Moving on. Literally me, my INTP with my INFP boyfriend. No, why do people think that? Gosh, the definitions of like people's types are like so like not accurate. Say what? Okay, cool. All right, this person says, it's awkward when my INFP man cries because I don't know how to stop him from crying. If he cries because he's sad, happy, it's so cute to show his feeling for me. Okay. Should I tell this person that she could publicly shame him and that'll stop him from crying? I probably shouldn't do that. I probably shouldn't. Don't try. Oh, someone. So this dude responds. He's like, don't try to stop it. Just be okay with it happening. FI keeps emotions inside, unlike FE. Yeah, because think about it. I even explained this in my lecture that was released recently about INFPs, that INFPs, like, they're so worried about other people's principles getting in the way of their own principles that they keep their emotions inside because they don't want to be forced to adopt other people's principles, and it just makes them uncomfortable. So it's kind of like how it is. So that's kind of interesting. Oh, and by the way, guys, like, if you want to add me on Facebook, go ahead. I think I got like 50 slots left. Just understand, like, if you're like going to be inactive on my like Facebook friends, I'm probably going to like unfriend you, just so you know. So like that's a thing. So yeah, like if you actually like respond to my post, then I won't unfriend you. So just giving you guys like a heads up on that. Oh, look, it's that INTJ from earlier. I would be a bit uncomfortable if he was crying. I think it's because I'm uncomfortable with feelings in general, but inside, my heart would be breaking because the person that I loved the most was hurting and I wasn't able to help. I'd probably cry too. Yeah, that's true. That's FI child sympathy. FI child sympathy. This comment is definitely accurate. And I do recommend INFP plus INTJ relationships, because they are benefactor types. So fair enough. Okay, cool. Let's go on a different post. All right, let's see here. I stole this meme from a wise INTJ. When someone tries to trigger you by insulting you or by doing or saying something that irritates you, take a deep breath and switch off your ego. Remember that if you are easily offended, you are easily manipulated. That is actually accurate. That's technically true. The thing is, though, is that this is an INTJ trying to tell this to NTPs, basically. That's kind of the bias within this meme. So, but seems to be like the first non-type related question. So I don't know. I'm gonna hit the refresh button. Hopefully we get it back. I tried to friend you, but but you thought I was fake. Yes. Yes, I did. Jen, I did think you had a fake account, and then you said you talked to your daughter about why you had a fake account, and she kind of agreed with me, and then you're like, okay, yeah, maybe I should fix that. So technically, Kira is INTJ. Yes, Kira is INTJ. Yes, he is. And L is an INTP. I'm not sure how that remotely got into the conversation. No idea. Okay, well, you can unfollow me. That's fine. It's all good, Kent. You don't need to be friends with me on Facebook. It's all good. All right, cool. All right. Oh, there's that same post again. Oh, okay. Let's go to, like, not top posts. Let's see most recent posts first. Let's do that. Oh, Kitty. Oh, are you trying to get my attention, Kitty? Huh? Are you trying to get my attention as you just stretch your legs out? This cat is amazing. You want to see how amazing this cat is? Let's see if I could demonstrate how amazing this cat is. She's still purring, and I've picked her up by her chest fur. That's extroverted sensing trickster, and she's still purring, and she loves it because she loves the attention. Ooh, any parent feel wanted. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's pretty cool. Although you probably couldn't see that. All right, awesome. My face, 100% of my life, INTPT, and he posts like an owl picture. That's actually a really great post. It's a good post because we use the owl symbol for INTPs in our stuff, so that's pretty cool. Cat cameo, yeah, exactly. It's a cat cameo. I wonder what you guys thought about like the fact that I could pick her up by like her chest fur. It's hilarious. Okay, and got another one. Okay, I have no idea, but we found our first post that has nothing to do with the group. So fair enough. Yeah. Had to go watch a Bezos laugh video. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Let's try to refresh again here. I even restarted my computer for some reason. Like, I have no idea. Oh, here's a good one. Nathan asks, which animal best represents each type? Yeah, which animal best represents each type? I mean, I guess I could say owl for, like, INTP because we've already established that. But that's actually a really good point. What do you guys think? What animal does best represent each type? Do you think, like, do you think a hamster is like an ENFP and a cheetah is an INTJ? What do you guys think about that, you know? Okay, yeah, so Jamaji, INTJs develop FE Trickster by treating their relationships like an investment portfolio. That's how they do it. So it's like this investment portfolio, and so they realize to get rid of people in their life, if they keep investing in people but they don't have any return on investment, that's when they get rid of those people in their life. And that's how they can ethically handle their relationships with people, basically. You just treat people like an investment portfolio, and that's like the best INTJ way to handle it. And INTJs aren't being bad when they do that. It's just who they are, you know. And I'm not going to judge them for that at all. I'm really not going to. So, yes, INFP cat. So kitty. Everything is slow because Mercury is in retrograde. Okay. Apparently, someone said bend over and assume the position. CSJ is here. Okay, that's hilarious. Thanks for posting that. That was funny. Funny AF. Okay. Cats are ISFP background and prefer to be alone. Moody AF. That's not always true. Like, I know, like, come on. These are recent posts. Let's do, see posts with recent comments first. There we go. Let's look at this order. I don't know why, like, stuff is not loading. It's really annoying. Okay, zodiac sign. We already looked at that post. Like, what the heck is the problem with this? I am going to do another chrome.exe. This is ridiculous. Let's go into Facebook again. See if we can get back to where we were. Yeah, the visual typing series is coming out, but it's going to be behind our paywall. Like, today's lecture is like the last lecture that I'm releasing on the channel. All lectures will be behind our paywall from now on. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to go to groups again. High CPU usage detected. Oh, maybe that's why. Okay. Close. I am going to give more CPU by closing programs. Closing programs. Let's see if that helps. Okay. And, oops. And, cool. Awesome. Cats love people. People love cats. Okay. Gosh, I hope so. Slick post, quite the imagination. I mean, Templar types have the least imagination of all the types, technically speaking, so it's not a bad thing. I don't know. We like Final Fantasy. I do. I mean, I haven't played a game in a while, but actually, I did play a lot of Diablo recently and tried World of Warcraft for a little bit, but then I'm like, no, I don't want to play this again. I'm done. So, still not loading, so let's keep refreshing. And time travel is real, Earth is flat. Okay. So, yeah. Let's see how that goes. Let's see. All right. Why can't you develop the superego? I just try. Go ahead and try developing the superego, Jumanji. Just try. Spiral dynamics? I have not heard of spiral dynamics. Email me about that. That would be cool. Good night, Sylvana in England and whatnot. Good night. Okay, I would say octopuses for INTJs and dolphins for ENFPs. That's actually kind of funny. Hey, we got a new post. What are y'all having for dinner tonight? I made beef bulgogi and rice. I love beef bulgogi, but I can't eat rice right now, sadly. And although that was not really relevant to what we're doing here, I don't know why Facebook is like terrible right now, because I have an extremely good connection to this, and it's still terrible, and I don't understand. You have a new message. I don't care about the message. I just want to go along with the show. Please. Please. Yeah, I'm happy with how Diablo 2 turned out as well. Diablo 2 is amazing. I played Diablo 3 all the way through, and the story is pretty cool, and it was kind of shocking because I didn't know how the story was going to turn out, but I wish that the game actually had an economy in it, and it doesn't, and that's my biggest problem with Diablo 3. If they had an economy, it would actually be a much better game, and otherwise, I'm just not really that interested in it, so... Clear that cache. All right. We will clear the cache. If that's what we have to do, that's what we're going to do. History. History. We're going to clear browsing data. Awesome. We are clearing browsing data till the end of time. Okay. Cookies. And, wow. And this is, well, let's do it. We are crushing it all time. Clear data. It's exploding. It exploded. Boom. All right. We got our cache has been cleared, and hopefully this actually works. So, all right, Snack Pup. I really hope this works. Oh my gosh, it's forced me into another thing here. Let's see if this works here. Uh-oh, now I have to, like, do the login code. Did you just log in? On my phone? Continue. This was me. Save browser. Continue. Okay. You think it's, like, actually gonna load for me? Maybe? I hope. Yes! For a second there, I thought I got kicked out of the group. That would be a shame. This is actually, like, probably one of my most favorite groups. There's always some good stuff. But it's still not loading, which sucks. Again, I have no idea why. I used to pronounce cache like cache too, but it's pronounced like cake. Is it really? Ban Chrome, use Firefox and Tor. I've used Tails a lot, but I haven't done Tails recently. Does that count? Could really go for some cache. I think SpongeBob is an ESFJ because he's affiliative. Yeah, that's probably accurate. Okay, refresh. Please, like, actually let me see the posts, please. This is ridiculous. Is anyone else having a hard time? I mean, come on. All right. I am going to change it up, and I am going to... Am I, like, not the only person that's dealing with this? You know? All right, so I am going to do this, and then I am going to use my phone. All right. All right, cool. So we're using my phone now. Let's go to groups, and then we're going to go to the intuitives. Here we go. All right, first post. Seismometers and detecting earthquakes but not earth spin. I have no idea why that is like even a post, so who knows. Which animal represents each type? Okay, now we have a post about Apollo guidance computers, and it's got a meme about a Game Boy with Captain Picard on it. Okay. Would you delete social media for a healthy relationship? Question for men. I think that's pretty obvious, but again, this is not MBTI related. So Chase, why are some people better at storytelling? It's because of introverted sensing. That's why. So yeah, okay. And I already restarted my computer. Okay, that's a very interesting post. Someone put this meme that says, "Ask her to be yours. Pick her ass up and take her like a Viking." Has nothing to do with MBTI. Okay. We got another question here. Is it common for INFPs to act childish and monkey around? I guess, but what is the context? Can't anyone monkey around? I don't understand how that question is like relevant. MBTI and parties meme brought to you by the internet. The greats. Okay. Okay, someone posts, thinkers lack a sense of style and fashion. Change my mind. What? Have you not ever met like an STP or an NTJ? What are you talking about? Apparently, SE users who are T letters within their type have no sense of style. This guy, I think this guy like literally has his handle in the MBTI letter dichotomies ass backwards. So, and this person is posting, do you guys ever want this? Any types found it? I want someone to look at me and think she's my happy ending. Okay, and then someone else posts, I'm a selfish woman, I want this or nothing. Okay, I gotta go look at these comments here. This is kind of getting a little interesting. Monkey branching. Okay. Whose logic is corrupt? Is my logic corrupt? If it is, let me know. And, oh my gosh, someone posted a happy ending meme, and it's literally a cat giving a massage to somebody. That's so funny. Yeah. My cat is, like, changed her position, like, 4 times on my lap right now. That's funny. Okay. That was a good meme. Good post. Good post. And gonna go there. Someone's making statements like, I definitely like to be a man's happy ending. Okay. And then someone trolled this person and said, you sure you can be? You have a gun on you? That's hilarious. That is funny. That's actually hilarious. Okay, cool. Oh, here's a good one. Here's a good post. This is probably the best post tonight. Which MBTI types have an easier time finding a partner? Okay. The types that have the easiest time finding a partner are actually SPs. SPs, out of all of the types, technically have it the easiest in finding a partner. Every one of them do. And it's because SPs, like, they have SJs that they're super compatible sexually with SJs. SJs make up 40% of the population. And then they also can dip into the SI users who are NFs, and then who are also 15% of the population. So SPs literally have sexual access to 55% of the population of the planet. SPs are like primed for having a sexual partner and sexual activity. They based on just compatibility alone, technically. Maybe that's why SPs have the biggest reputation for cheating or assisting other people in cheating. I'm not entirely sure. But yes, definitely. And easiest types are SPs. Yeah, so fair enough. All right, cool. So awesome. Depends how you define partner, sexual or long-term. I mean, just sexual partner. Is the CSJ test postponed again? Yes. We're trying to... monkey branching is another phrase for hypergamy. Yeah. Well, it's interesting. Out of the women that I've experienced in my life and during my coaching practice, is the ones that exercise hypergamy the most happen to be... basically like ISFPs, ENTJs, INTJs, ESTPs, ISTPs, INFJs. It's kind of interesting how they're very like extrovert sensing oriented. But who knows? Oh, hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. This is not fair. Look what I found, guys. Look what I found. Look at this. Look at this post. This is literally Eric Thor posting one of his own videos about 16personalities.com project. And he's being all affiliative and telling people it's not a valid MBTI resource. And why is he, like, doing this? That's not fair. I can't post my own videos, in the MBTI Intuitives group. I wish I could. I can't. I don't know why. This sucks. So that's not exactly ideal. Okay. Oh, we got like an actual legitimate question here. Is it FI or FE? If a lot of people annoy you, but the idea of you rejecting or avoiding them in any way bothers you, bro, that is actually extroverted sensing. Yeah, sorry. That's extroverted sensing, bro. You might want to figure that out. Okay, here we go. I'm an INFP, Scorpio, and dominant in sex and relationship. What type are you? Okay. I don't know if that's true, though. When you were a teenager, did you value having friends or romantic relationships? I mean, are you a man or a woman? Because that would like be completely different. So I don't know. What do I think of that Eric Thor guy? Like a long time ago, Eric Thor reached out to me. He's kind of a nice guy, but then he like did a video about me, like bashing me out of nowhere, and I didn't even do anything to him, and it's just kind of weird. He got all like super affiliative social justice on me, apparently, because apparently I'm doing like the wrong thing by like charging people a service that he also charges for. So maybe he just got, a little competitive and decided to bash me in public, even though like I had a conversation with him a long time ago on Discord, and he seemed like a cool guy. But yeah, he's not, yes, Heather Bryant, there is a rule against posting your own videos. It's called shilling, and it's actually extremely wrong for anyone to shill on Facebook groups. It's not socially acceptable. So it's just not socially acceptable whatsoever. Hey, what's up?
I'm gonna bring the neighbors my car lemonade. You wanna come with us?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
A bunch of us are hanging out.
Yeah, I want to hang out. Apparently, we're gonna go get some Mike's Hard Lemonade and go hang out with the neighbors right now. Dope. So anyway, folks, that's it for the show because I have been summoned to a hopefully a block party. We'll see what's going down. I don't even know, but Railgun's got the hookup right now, so we're gonna go check that out. I don't think I'll be taking my cat with me though. So.
Why not?
Why not? No, she's like really scared outside. So say
put her
bye-bye
on
to the kitty.
I'm
not going to put my cat on a harness and a leash. No, I'm not doing that. Say bye-bye, kitty. Bye-bye. Okay. All right. Is Eric Thor really an INFJ? Yes, I do think he is an INFJ, actually. I do think so. Anyway, I'll see you all later. And thanks for watching. And y'all have a good night.